Hello friends, this is R. Rajkumar from CRSK Tech Java. In last session I showed how to install WebLogic application server, the 10.3 version. So in this session I will show you how to create own domain in WebLogic 10.3 application server. So already we have done the first step, how to install WebLogic 10.3 application server. Now the second one, we will see how to create own domain in WebLogic 10.3 application server. This is the second one we will see. In next video I will upload the next video I will show you how to integrate WebLogic 10.3 application server with my Eclipse IDE. Okay. So now we are going to see the second one, how to create own domain in WebLogic 10.3 version. We have seen already WebLogic 8.1, how to create own domain in WebLogic 8.1. Now we are going to see how to create own domain in WebLogic 10.3. So just click on start button, then click on all programs. Okay, then go to Oracle WebLogic. Here you can see Oracle WebLogic. So click on Oracle WebLogic. Then you can see WebLogic Server 10G-R3. This WebLogic, WebLogic. Here you can see WebLogic Server 10G-R3. So this you have to select. Okay. So first what I will show once again. Click start button, all programs, Oracle WebLogic. Click on that Oracle WebLogic. Then here you can see WebLogic Server 10G-R3. So you have to click on this folder. Expand that folder. Then under that folder you can see tools. So click on tools folder. So under tools folder you can see configuration short. Configuration short. You can see that configuration short. So click on that configuration short. Okay, that's all. Then click on S button. Okay, so now the window has opened successfully. Here what you have to do, there are two options: create new WebLogic domain, extend existing WebLogic domain. So now we are going to create new domain. So new WebLogic domain. So you have to select first option. So first option it has selected as it is. Okay, so it has selected by default. So you leave it as it is. Okay. So create new WebLogic domain. This you have to select. It has selected already. So okay, let it be as it is. So then click on next. If it is not selected, you have to select create new WebLogic domain. Then click on next button. Then use default as it is, and then click on next button. Okay, leave it. Whatever is there, use default as it is. Whatever is there, okay, use that default. Whatever see first option has selected, that's all right. Okay. So whatever it has, whatever is there, okay, leave it as it is. Okay, let it be as it is. Don't change anything. So click on next button. Then provide username, user password, confirm user password. Then click on next button. So username I will provide CRSK Tech. Password also I will provide CRSK Tech. Confirm password also I will provide CRSK Tech. Okay. So then click on next button. So there are in left side window you can see two options: development mode, production mode. So you have to select development mode only. Okay. So this is left side. There are two options. You select development mode, and right side there are two options: Sun JDK 1.6.0 and Rocket SDK 1.6.0. So you have to select this Sun SDK 1.6.0. Okay. So left side you select first option development mode. Right side you select Sun SDK 1.6. Okay, then so click on next button. So next there are two options, no, yes. So you have to click on yes option. Okay, select yes radio button. Then click on next button. So now, so another window, another window came. So what you have to do, you have to provide the proper information. So for that you have to select once again. Okay, so in this window you don't need to change anything. Okay, so by default it has selected. I don't want to change anything here. So by default it has selected. You don't need to change anything. So okay, use the default as it is and click on next button. Then here you have to provide that some information, server name, something, so that we will see. So in this window, so you have to provide some required information. Okay, the server name they given some, okay, admin server, so you can give any server name. Suppose server name I will give CRSK. Okay, CRSK Tech server. I will provide CRSK Tech server. So then okay, the port number they given, listen port number 7001, so you can change any port numbers. I will give 8001. Okay, then checkbox. Okay, here SSL enabled checkbox is there. You have to select that checkbox. Okay, so now okay, after check this SSL enabled checkbox, this SSL listen port, that port will be enabled. So here you can change the port number 8002 I will provide. So the server name I given CRSK Tech server. Okay, so the listen port number 8001 I given, SSL listen port number 8002. This it will be disabled by default. You have to select the checkbox, then only it will be enabled, then you edit here. So after provide all the information, then click on next button. So again you don't need to change anything. Again click on next button. So again click on next button. So again click on next button. So here the domain name and the domain location is asking. So domain name you can provide any name. Suppose I will provide CRSK Tech. That's a domain name. And domain location you don't need to change anything. It has selected by default. It has selected automatically. This is the default domain location. You don't need to change anything. The domain location. So the domain name I given CRSK Tech. This is a domain location. Okay. Then click on create button. So wait few seconds. So now okay, so domain has created successfully. So now what you have to do, so after complete the progress 100% is done, it's over. So after that you come here, start admin server checkbox is there. You okay, so make sure the checkbox named start admin server is unchecked. So you have to you should not check, you should not select the checkbox. It must be unchecked. Okay, so you should not select the checkbox first. So you make sure whether it's selected or not. If it is selected, deselect. If it is not selected, no problem. So you should not select the checkbox. Okay, so next click on done button. So now your domain is created successfully. So now we have created the CRSK Tech domain in WebLogic 10.3 application server. We have created a domain, own domain successfully in WebLogic, okay, application server. So you watch this video carefully and understand how to create a domain in WebLogic server. Okay, so without any mistake. So the second step we have done successfully, how to create own domain in WebLogic 10.3. First one we have done already, how to install WebLogic 10.3 application server. Second also we have done how to create own domain in WebLogic 10.3. Now in third video, in third session, I will teach how to integrate WebLogic 10.3 application server with MyEclipse ID. Okay, so that in next session, next video, I will upload. I will teach you how to integrate WebLogic 10.3. Okay, with the MyEclipse ID. Okay, so watch this video carefully and okay, you create the domain in WebLogic 10.3 application server.